Hi everyone, it's John from the Treadmill Desk Store here, and in this short video I want to show you 3 things that you should consider when you're going to buy a walking treadmill. On the right we have the Lifespan TR5000, which is the best walking treadmill that money can buy, and on the left we have something I bought off the internet for £220, which I think is probably the worst walking treadmill you can buy. So what is it that makes these so different? I think the issue we have here is that a lot of people have never bought a machine before, and they see these maybe on the internet with some creative photography to make these machines look bigger than what they are, and when they turn up they're either not happy or the quality isn't what they was expecting. So there's 3 things. Number 1 is the size of the machine. This one's 38 centimetres wide, so you really need to know not necessarily the size of the treadmill itself, but the size of the walking belt. And 38 centimetres, in my opinion, is a bit too narrow to walk on. It feels like you're walking along the top of a wall. And when we work, we just want to focus on our work. We don't want to think about where our feet are. The TR5000 has a 50 centimetre wide belt, which is more than enough. Number 2 is the motor power. These machines work really hard. Our weight never leaves the belt, so we're getting drawn along this surface. This has a 500 watt motor on it, I think. That's from what I can see. It wasn't specified on the advert, but this one has a 3 horsepower motor, which is about 2,300 watts. So when you see something advertised with powerful 500 watt motor, it isn't powerful at all. I would recommend you need something at least 1,500 watts or 2 horsepower. Thirdly, after sales service, availability of parts, etc. This came from eBay. I'm unsure where it came from. It wasn't really a proper storefront. So if it did go wrong, and I think it will, I don't know where I'd stand in terms of getting parts, or if it's even an economical repair. Obviously here at the Treadmill Desk Store, you know where we are. We have an address and we have spare parts for this machine and our TR1200 if you should ever need them. This particular machine is 4 years old and it's never run as well. It's now smoother and quieter than it's ever been. So what I'm going to do now is just move the camera and just give you a closer look of inside what's under the motor hoods. Okay, so I've taken the motor housings off. So the first thing you can see is the size difference in the motors. This motor is 0.65 of horsepower, this motor is 3 horsepower, and as I said earlier, that's really important. The other difference here is the side rails. These are metal side rails on the TR5000. On the TR1200 they're hard plastic, but they are designed to be stood on when you want to stop walking quickly. These ones here are just bits of plastic that have been stuck on, and these aren't very wide, probably 1.5 inches there. The way the treadmills are controlled, this cheaper one here comes with a remote control, and this readout here will tell you how fast you're walking, what the time is and the distance, but this would be under your desk, so I'm not sure how you see that. On the Lifespan you get the DT3 controller. It's nice and heavy, sits on the top of your desk, and it reads out here time, steps, calories, distance and your speed. The last thing here really to look at is the design of the frame. This is a really heavy machine, weighs about 60 kilos, built to last. This one here probably weighs about 10 or 12 kilos, very easy to lift. So you would expect that. These machines are vastly different in price, but the purpose of this video was just to show you the 2 extremes. Okay, I've turned the radio mic off because I wanted to hear the background noise of the machines. Also, forgive my socks, I didn't want you to hear my shoes. This is going at 1.1 miles per hour. This is the speed I walk at. I've got plenty of room here. I can go back to front. If someone comes to see me and I need to change my gait at all, I can do that. And I can also stand on the side. That's what it's for. So this is the background noise. Okay, I'm going to jump off now and get back on the other machine. Okay, 1.1. Lots more shushing going on, I can still hear the motor as well. I do feel this is a bit narrow. I'm walking okay on this. I feel I've had shoes on, I touch the side here, my socks are quite slippery, but I think you could do it being 5 or 6 centimetres wider. A bit of creaking going on. I have tried to level it, but I think that the frame is flexing a little bit. Now the purpose of this video wasn't to make a direct comparison against these machines, it was just to give you a little bit of information so if you do want to invest in one of these machines, you know what to look for and you know what to avoid. I'm here to help. Always love hearing from people that think about getting into this. I can not only advise you on the products and how we can help you, but also just walking and working in general. It is a bit of a departure from sitting at a chair, but that's the whole point of it. I've been doing it for 5 years and it's had really positive impacts on my health. So email address john@the Treadmill desk store will come up on the screen. We'd love to hear from you if we can help. Thanks for watching.